Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ma'am Gwen, your PE teacher, and today we will be discussing about nature of sports activities. Sports. Sports is part of human civilization. In the past, empires sent forth a champion to fight together champions in a competition or battle, reducing the death toll to a minimum as opposed to thousands. Okay, so yung sports class, no, during our ancestors' time, so noon pa talaga, as in super tagal na, yung sports na alam natin class is different from the sports na pinanggalingan niya. So, dati class, yung sports is parang way nila to create a war or parang nagiging competition ito or a battle to fight another champion para malaman kung sino yung mas nakakataas or sino yung mas mataas talaga na country or na place. Para kasi silang nakikipaglaban for authority noon. So, may isang panlaban sila na ilalaban din nila sa other champion ng isang place. So, ganun yung naging sports noon class, no? But, as time goes by, na-discover din naman ng ating ancestors na yung sports, hindi lang siya hanggang doon. So, mas may na-discover sila na mas magandang benefit and mas magandang gawin for sports. So, eventually, sports became a form of entertainment as well as an avenue to practice and show physical prowess and skill. So, sa panahon natin ngayon, class, yung sports na alam natin, it's a competition / entertainment. So, hindi na siya tulad ng sports noon, class noon na yung competition na yon is parang naka-risk yung buhay ng nasa game. So, sa ngayon, yung sport na alam natin, it's a competition, but the audience and the player itself is nag-enjoy and nai-entertain sa kanilang ginagawa. And yun yung pinaka-importante din sa isang sport or sa isang game. Yung hindi lang tayo natututo, but also we are enjoying what we are doing. So, sa sports ngayon, class, no, it's a big help, lalo na sa mga athletes at saka sa mga players. Kasi nga, it's a way or an avenue para ma-practice natin yung ating skills, malaman natin yung ating strength, or yung sinasabi nilang physical prowess. Sa sports din, class, marami rin tayong natututunan dyan, like yung discipline, yung maturity, yung teamwork, and yung meron tayong parang research na mas nagiging successful do yung athlete or yung players sa kanilang studies if may sports silang kinabibilangan. So, depende naman yun sa tao, class, no? Pero, I think, nakakatulong din naman siya. Kasi, di ba, in school, we are practicing our minds to work, how to work. Nagiging effective yung ating mental health. And, if meron tayong sports, natutulungan din natin yung ating physical health as well as our social health. So, important na rin yung sports sa ating life, no? Next. Sports by nature is made up of rules. Just like what I've said to you, class, nung first discussion natin, yung sport or game is very useless or not entertaining pag walang rules and regulations na sinusunod. Kasi sabi ko nga, hindi alam ng players or ng athletes, even yung referees or yung audience, hindi nila alam yung kanilang limitations during the game if wala tayong rules and regulations. At saka, yun din yung nagpapakatchy ng ating game. So, here are the rules na kailangan natin sundin or kailangan natin malaman when we are doing sports. First, rules are set for safety. So, yun yung sinasabi ko, class, na dapat alam natin yung ating limitations para hindi lead into disaster yung ating activity or yung ating sports. Kasi, Sabi ko nga, pag hindi natin alam yung ating limitations and boundaries, so pwede natin gawin kahit ano yung gusto natin gawin. So, imbes na mag-grow tayo and ma-improve tayo doon sa sports, mas delikado pala yung buhay natin doon kasi hindi tayo safe, hindi tayo secure, kasi nga, wala tayong rules and regulations. Walang sinusunod yung players. So, pwede nilang gawin yung gusto nilang gawin. What if may nakalaban ka sa ibang team? Kung walang rules and regulations, pwede ka lang niyang bugbugin anytime inside the game. Kasi wala namang rules and regulations. So, ganun siya, class, no? Rules are set for safety. Para sa safety ng audience, para sa safety ng, lalo na ng players, ng referees, ng officiating teams. Dapat may rules and regulations tayong sinusunod. Next, rules are set up for a sport to be playable. So, tama yan, class, no? Pag wala kasing rules and regulations, ano yung susundin natin na rule? 'Di ba? Like, for example, may basketball dyan, walang rules and regulations. Paano siya laruin? Pwede lang nating kunin yung bola, tumakbo, tapos i-shoot sa ring. So, ganun lang pala siya kadali. Hindi siya challenging kung walang rules and regulations. So, ano ba yung rule ng basketball? 'Di ba? You have to dribble the ball papunta sa ring, and kailangan mong iwasan yung iyong mga kalaban para ma-shoot mo siya. So, very challenging siya and playable siya kasi may sinusunod tayong rules and regulations. So, very important talaga siya, class. And last one, rules exist so that the sports is marketable. Ano ba yung marketable? Diba yung marketable, class, pasok siya sa masa or catchy. Yung parang pagtingin pa lang ng tao na sa naglalaro, ay parang magaling, parang ang galing ng ginagawa nila, parang nakaka-entertain, nakaka-curious kung paano ba tayo makakashoot ng bola sa basketball, paano ba tayo makaka-goal sa soccer, 'di ba? Ganun siya, class. So, dahil sa rules and regulations na nasa game, nagiging mas catchy siya, nagiging mas curious nung nanonood sa inyo. So, yung iba, kaya nila ini-involve yung sarili nila sa sports kasi gusto nilang mas maging knowledgeable, gusto nilang matry kung paano gawin yung isang or paano laruin yung isang game. And ano ba yung nagpa-curious or ano ba yung dahilan kung bakit gusto nilang ma-involve sa sports? It is because nakita nila na yung rules and regulations is very challenging and exciting. Kaya nga, class, rules are very important lalo na sa sports, even nga sa games, or kahit saang aspect, 'di ba? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, si Ma'am Gwen nga na may rules and regulations, paano na lang kaya yung mga games, yung mga activities and sports. So, very important siya, class, para alam natin yung ating limitation, alam natin yung mga do's and don'ts, alam natin kung ano yung mga i-follow natin inside the game or sa activities or sa sports na ating kinabibilangan. So, ganun po yung rules. Next, physical activity. It can be done in any form as long as it requires the body to move. So, yung physical activity, class, no, yan yung mga activities na pwede natin gawin. Like, for example, exercise, workout, jogging, walking, running, kahit yung household chores, it can be considered as physical activity. Parang yung physical activity, class, yan yung general term. Yung subtopics naman niya, yung mga under sa kanya, yun na yung mga specific na ginagawa natin, yung workout, yung running, walking, jogging, exercise. So, yan yung mga subtopics niya na specific term. Yung general term naman is physical activity. So, any form ng exercise, okay yun siya, class, no? It can be considered as physical activity as long as your body is moving. So, class, don't live a sedentary life. Ano ba yung sedentary lifestyle? Yun yung pagkatapos mong kumain, hihiga ka, cellphone, tulog, gising na naman, kain, cellphone, higa, tulog. So, pag ganun yung lifestyle natin, class, no, hindi tayo nag-i-improve. Hindi rin tayo nagiging healthy. Mas tinutulungan natin yung sarili natin para magkaroon ng sakit. So, don't live a sedentary lifestyle. Instead, mag-isip tayo or gumawa tayo ng mga physical activities that could help us to be healthy. any activities class, sabi nga dito, diba, any form of activities as long as your body is moving. Pwede nga kahit nagwawalis lang, naghuhugas ng plato, naglilinis ng bahay, yun class, even the smallest things na ginagawa natin, lahat ng yun is considered as physical activities. As long lang talaga na nagmo-move yung ating body. So, very important class na minimove natin yung body natin kasi minsan, mas nagkakasakit tayo pag wala tayong ginagawa, pag hindi natin minimove yung ating katawan. Next, it refers to any expenditure of energy brought about by bodily movement via the skeletal muscles. So, yung activities na ginagawa natin class, no, 'di ba? Sabi ko nga, it help us to be physically fit and healthy. So, yung mga activities na yun class, yun din yung reason kung bakit tayo nagiging energetic, kung bakit mas nagka-function ng maayos yung ating mga muscles, yung ating mga bones, which is very good for us and for our body. So, as early as now, baguhin natin yung ating lifestyle. Let's do physical activities, kahit yung mga household chores or even simple exercises. Kasi class, yun din yung pinakakailangan natin ngayon to boost our immune system. Lalo na sa ating situation ngayon na may mga virus. So in order for us to fight virus or bacteria, let's help ourselves to be fit and to be healthy by doing physical activities. Okay, next. We have types of physical activities. So, eto class, no, we have 3. Parang general term na lang siya. And then, under those activities, malalaman natin kung ano yung mga activities na pwede natin gawin to help us strengthen our bones, to be healthy, or to be physically fit. Next. Okay, first type of physical activity is aerobic. It targets the body's cardiopulmonary system. It can be moderate or vigorous intensity. So, sa aerobic class, no, it focuses more on cardio and pulmonary. When we say cardio, nagpo-focus siya sa heart. Yun namang pulmonary class, nagpo-focus naman siya sa lungs. So, ito yung mga exercise class na tumutulong para mas maging healthy yung ating heart and yung ating lungs. And when we say heart and lungs, mostly nagpo-focus siya sa ating breathing, sa ating oxygen. So, may tatlong level of intensity style class. We have light, moderate, and vigorous. Pag nagpe-perform tayo ng aerobic class, no, pwede natin gamitin yon na level of intensities. For example, light lang muna tayo, start lang muna tayo sa mga light exercises. And if naka-adjust na yung body natin, pwede na tayong mag-level up into moderate exercises hanggang dumating tayo sa vigorous intensities na mas mataas na yung ating endurance at saka yung ating stamina. Yun din yung ating second definition. It stimulates the heart rate and breathing rate to increase in a way that can be sustained for the exercise session. So yung ginagawa natin ng mga exercise class, no, it can help improve our endurance, our stamina, and sustainability when doing different kind of exercises. So, eto yung class, no, 'di ba? Pag ginagawa natin yung isang bagay for the first time, syempre mahirap siya at saka madali ka lang mapagod. But pag ginagawa natin siya every day or pag ginagawa natin siya consistently, mas nag-i-improve yung ating endurance and mas nasusustain na natin siya ng mas matagal na oras. Like for example, when we are doing planking, 'di ba pag ginagawa natin yung planking for the first time, like 5 seconds pa lang feeling natin 1 minute na siya. Kasi hindi tayo sanay and hindi mataas yung ating endurance and stamina. But when we are doing it every day or we are performing it every day, hindi na lang natin mamamalayan na yung makaya na pala natin siyang i-perform 1 minute, 2 minutes. So, 'di ba? Practice makes you better. Yun yung mas pinapaniwalaan ko. So, the more natin pina-perform or the more natin pina-practice ang isang exercise, the more tayo nag-i-improve, the more tayo na mas nagiging better. So, ganun lang siya, class. Let's just perform it every day or consistently para mas mag-improve yung ating cardio, yung ating pulmonary, yung ating breathing, yung ating oxygen, and even yung ating stamina and endurance. So, hindi na tayo madaling mapagod. And also, it improves fitness and benefits both physical and emotional health. So, yun naman talaga yung first goal, class, no? Pag gumagawa tayo ng mga exercises, ng mga, like, for example, aerobic exercises, so, yung pinakaunang goal niya naman talaga or objective is to improve our fitness. It can help us to be physically fit. So, sa ating, holistic health, it can help naman talaga first and foremost sa ating physical health. Doon naman talaga natin unang nakikita yung result or yung outcome ng ating activity sa ating physical appearance. And sa emotional health naman, since aerobic exercises focuses on cardio na exercise that is good for your heart, so pag healthy yung heart natin, healthy rin yung emotions na naibibigay natin. So, para siyang nabibigay natin yung right emotion sa right situation. So, ganun siya, class, yung aerobic exercise. So, examples of aerobic exercise are running, swimming, walking, aerobic classes, dancing, and kickboxing. Yung alam ko, class, na pinaka-effective talaga for the heart, for our cardiorespiratory, is yung swimming. Kasi sa swimming class, proper yung breathing na kailangan natin ibigay para hindi tayo malunod. So, pag na-exercise natin yung proper breathing, proper din yung pag-beat ng ating heart. So, mas nagiging healthy siya. And also, yung running din naman, di ba? Pag hindi proper yung breathing natin, pag tumatakbo tayo, mas mabilis tayong napapagod. So, those are exercises na good for our lungs and for our cardio. At saka nakakapag-improve ng ating endurance and stamina. Next. We have muscle and bone strengthening. It makes the muscles and bones stronger. It promotes bone growth and strength. It allows the different parts of the body such as legs, hips, back, chest, stomach, and arms to work. So, sa word pa lang naman itself, class, no, very understandable na siya. Muscle and bone strengthening. Ibig sabihin, pinapalakas natin yung ating muscles and bones. Yung mga exercise na pwede natin gawin, class, is running, brisk walking. Yung brisk walking, class, yan yung mabilis na paglalakad, sit-ups, any type of sports, wall climbing, and jumping. So, mostly, class, nagbibigay tayo ng force pag muscle and bone strengthening. Kasi, pag nagbibigay tayo ng force, class, ibig sabihin nagagamit natin yung different parts ng body natin. So, mas nag-i-improve siya kasi nga, ginagamit natin siya. Katulad na lamang ng motor, di ba, class? For example, pag hindi natin yan ginamit yung motor dyan, nakatambak lang siya, di ba mas lalo siyang nasisira. So, pag ginamit natin siya, although masisira din siya, pero matagal pa. Kasi, hindi siya nasa-stock. Hindi nagsa-stock yung kanyang parts, yung kanyang mga gamit, di ba? Ganun din yung katawan natin, class. Pag lagi natin siyang ginagamit for exercising, lagi natin ginagamit yung force natin sa pag-exercise, mas nag-i-improve siya and mas lumalakas siya. Like, yun nga, nasa-strengthen natin yung ating muscles and bones and mas nagiging much stronger sila. So, yung example dyan is running, brisk walking, sit-ups, any type of sports, wall climbing, and jumping. Next. Balance strengthening. It enhances physical stability and flexibility, which reduces risk of injuries caused by activities such as stretching, dancing, yoga, and martial arts. So, when we say balance strengthening, class, very understandable din siya, no? So, it focuses on balancing. So, naman, di ba, class? Very, very essential naman talaga sa atin yung balance. Kasi pag wala tayong balance, then paano tayo gagawa ng ating movements? Like, for example, pag wala tayong balance, unang hakbang pa lang natin, matutumba na tayo. So, paano tayo maglalakad? Paano tayo tatakbo? Paano tayo tatayo? Even nga yung tayo lang, pag wala tayong balance, hindi natin yun magagawa. Diba nga, ganun yung mga babies, class? At first, hindi pa talaga sila marunong tumayo, hindi pa sila marunong maglakad or tumakbo, kasi hindi pa nila na-i-improve yung kanilang balance. So, as time goes by, as they grow old, na-i-improve na nila yung kanilang balancing kasi nga, pinagtutuunan nila ng pansin kung paano nila yun matututunan. So, ganun din sa atin class, no? We have to strengthen our balance kasi pag wala tayong balance, mas prone tayo sa injury. Like, for example, or sa disgrasya. Like, for example, when we are doing stretching, paano kung nagpe-perform ka ng one leg stand, tapos wala kang balance? There are tendencies na matutumba ka. Baka matukod mo yung kamay mo or yung paa mo, o di mapiang pahinuon ka. 'Di ba? So, pinaka-importante din yung balance sa body natin kasi yun yung ginagamit natin every day, as in everyday talaga. So, like in dancing, 'di ba? Meron naman tayong balance din na kailangan gamitin when we are dancing, lalo na yung mga ballet or contemporary dance. So, dyan pinaka-present yung balancing. Sa yoga, 'di ba? Pag nakikita natin sa mga videos or someone na nagpe-perform ng yoga, mostly balancing yung kailangan nila and proper meditation para mas ma-perform nila yung kanilang yoga exercises. Also, sa martial arts, 'di ba? Pag martial arts, puro sipa, suntok. So, pag hindi natin na-control yung balance natin, mas napaprone tayo sa disgrasya or sa injury. Like, for example, sinipa mo yung kalaban mo, tapos mali yung tapak mo, na out of balance ka. Eh di, ikaw na hinuon ang nasipaan sa imong kalaban, dili na ikaw hinuon ang nakasipa. Kasi hindi mo na balance maayos yung iyong katawan. So, very essential siya, no, yung balance sa atin class. So, kailangan din natin siyang i-practice every day, yung balance strengthening. Kailangan din natin siyang palakasin kasi ginagamit natin siya as in everyday talaga. Every minute, every hour na gumagalaw tayo. So, examples are stand on one foot. So, yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, one leg stand, toe stand, heel to toe stand, and balance walk. So, pwede nyo siyang i-exercise. Pwede nyo itong gawin na exercises para ma-maintain natin yung ating balance and mas strengthen at mas mapalakas pa natin siya. Next. Body movement skills. When we say body movement skills, these are movement patterns that involve different body parts such as legs, arms, trunk, and head, including body movement skills. So, when we say skills class, diba, natututunan siya. Or, yun nga, we have to learn something para ma-gain din natin yung skill na gusto natin. Like, for example, sa sports. Diba, hindi naman first play mo ng basketball, alam mo na agad paano i-perform or paano laruin yung basketball. Diba, natututunan siya class. Kailangan natin siyang i-learn from time to time. Kailangan natin ng maraming practice, maraming trainings para mas matutunan natin yung skill na yan. So, dito class, yung skill na pinag-uusapan natin is yung body movements or actions na ginagawa natin. So, kailangan natin siyang i-practice everyday class, no? Para mas maging precise or mas ma-control natin ng maayos yung ating body. So, different parts of the body na ginagamit natin class, usually, is yung legs, syempre pag naglalakad, arms, if meron tayong ginagawa, trunks, yung dito sa ating katawan banda, and head, including body movement skills. So, yun yung lagi natin ginagamit na parts ng katawan natin na kailangan din natin i-improve. So, these are the foundation movements or precursor patterns to the specialized and how complex skills used in play, games, sports, dance, gymnastics, outdoor education, and physical recreation activities. So, yung skills class na like for example, yung walking, yung running, di ba? Yan yung mga basic skills na dapat alam natin. So, yung skills na ginagawa natin everyday class, pwede natin siyang gamitin or i-apply sa sports na kinabibilangan natin. So, di ba? Even yung mga simple na ginagawa lang natin na body movement skills everyday, pwede natin siyang ma-perform sa skill or sa sport na ating kinabibilangan. So, very important siya na ma-improve natin siya, class, and magawa natin siya everyday. Kasi nga, pwede natin siyang i-apply to different activities like sports, or exercises, or pag nag-workout tayo, di ba? Kahit nga simple lang na pagtayo, lagi natin yan siya ginagawa, and pwede natin siyang ma-apply sa ibang activities na ginagawa rin natin. So, those are body movement skills. Meron tayong tatlo, class, no, na types of body movement skills. First is yung body management. It involves balancing the body in stillness and in motion. So, eto yung class, eto yung moving while balancing. So, eto yung body management, class, yung paano natin i-manage or paano natin i-control yung ating body when we are moving. Diba, pag sinabing manage or control, yun nga, balance. So, kailangan natin i-balance yung sarili natin when we are moving. And ang tawag doon is body management. Like, for example, rolling. O, pag nag-roll ka dyan, tapos wala kang balance, there are tendency na mali yung landing mo, mas makaka-meet ka pa ng accident or magkaka-injury ka. Stopping. For example, kasi hindi natin alam paano i-control yung self natin pag nagsa-stop tayo. For example, tumakbo kayo ng napakabilis, as bigla kayo nag-stop. If hindi kayo marunong mag-control, matutumba kayo. So, ganun ka-importante yung body management. Dapat alam natin kung paano natin i-manage or i-control yung self at saka yung body natin when we are doing or moving. Doing activities or moving. So, marami pa siyang examples, class. We have rolling, stopping, bending, twisting, stretching, climbing, skipping, turning. When you are doing bending, twisting, and stretching, pag hindi natin alam yung ating pag hindi natin alam paano natin i-manage or i-control yung ating body or yung ating self, pwede tayong magkaroon ng injury like mapiangta or may bones or muscles dyan na matarog, so magkasakit na inuunta or worst, injury na kailangan operahan. So, importante talaga, class, na alam natin paano i-manage and i-control yung ating body. Next. We have locomotor. So, yung locomotor, class, no, it involves transporting the body in any direction from one point to another. It's like moving from one place to another, class. Like, for example, walking. Nasa point A ka. So, if galing ka dyan sa point A, paano ka makakapunta sa point B? So, you have to move. Ang tawag doon, class, na kapag umaalis ka sa pwesto mo, ang tawag doon is locomotor movement. Pag naman, gumagawa ka ng movement or ng action, pero hindi ka umaalis sa pwesto mo, yun naman yung tinatawag natin na non-locomotor movement. So, tandaan natin, pag locomotor, umaalis sa pwesto, pag non-locomotor, stationary lang siya, class. Pero, gumagalaw ka pa rin. Like, for example, stretching. Kailangan ba pag nagsi-stretching tayo, naglalakad or tumatakbo? Hindi naman, di ba? So, those are examples of non-locomotor movement. Yung locomotor movement naman, those are exercises na kailangan natin umalis sa pwesto natin para ma-perform natin siya. Like walking, jumping, dito pa crawling, skipping, galloping, hopping, jumping. Yung jumping, pwede naman natin siyang gawin non-locomotor and locomotor. Kasi pwede naman tayong mag-jump on place. Pwede rin yung jump na umaalis sa pwesto. Yun na nga, yung hopping. So, that is locomotor movement. Yung when we are moving from one place to another. And last one, we have object control. So, yung object control, class, it requires controlling tools or objects either by hand or foot. So, very understandable naman siya, class, no? When we say object control, kinokontrol natin yung bagay. And mostly, class, present siya during sports or games. Like, for example, sa basketball, ano ba yung kailangan natin i-control na object sa basketball? Di ba, bola? So, paano natin siya i-control? We have to dribble the ball. So, ganun yung pag-control natin ng object sa basketball. Sa soccer naman, ano yung object? Bola rin. And paano natin makakontrol yung bola? We have to kick it and to dribble it. Diba? Kasi bawal natin hawakan yung soccer, class. Yun yung rules niya. And yung pwede lang natin gamitin is yung paa natin or chest. Basta hindi pwede yung kamay. So, paano ba natin siya makakontrol? So, pwede natin siyang sipain, pwede natin siyang i-dribble. Yung dribble class, hindi ibig sabihin na dribble na gagamitin mo yung paapang dribble na like basketball. Yung dribble class is yung parang tricks or ginagawa natin na techniques para mawala natin yung kalaban. Yun yung tinatawag rin na dribble sa soccer. Tsaka yung kicking, yun naman talaga yung pinaka-common, 'di ba, sa soccer, yung sipain yung bola. And sa catching, ano ba yung catching? Like softball, baseball, 'di ba? Kailangan mo yung saluin yung bola. Ganun natin makokontrol yung object. Striking, present rin siya sa softball and sa baseball. Like, kailangan natin i-strike yung bola gamit yung ating bat. Sa throwing naman, pwede dyan yung javelin and yung shot put. Sa shot put, kailangan natin i-throw yung parang mabigat na metal na bola. So, yun yung shot put class. Or pwede rin siyang yung parang flat lang siya na metal na kailangan natin itapon, so palayuan siya. And yung javelin naman, para siyang class, ano bang tawag doon? Yung para siyang pana class na malaki. Basta javelin, metal siya, pwede din siyang kawayan na matulis sa dulo. Tapos kailangan mo siyang i-throw. So yung pinakamalayo, yun yung panalo. So ganun yung javelin. So yun yung class, no, yung object yung kailangan nating i-control. So i-control natin siya gamit din yung ating katawan. Ganun yung ating body movement skills. Yun yung mga pwede natin gamitin na skill when we are moving or when we are controlling something or an object. Okay. So, yun lang naman, class, yung ating discussion for this week. The nature of sports activities, physical activity, and body movement skills. I hope, class, na may natutunan kayo sa aking discussion. Sana mas naintindihan niyo yung ating topic. And sana it will help you to be physically fit and to be physically active. Sana sa pamamagitan ng aking explanation and discussion, na-enlighten tayo and na-encourage tayo or na-motivate tayo to do physical activities or exercises para mas maging healthy and mas maging physically active tayo, lalo na sa sitwasyon natin ngayon. So, I know, class, that this pandemic will also end and everything will pass. So, tiis-tiis lang tayo and have faith lang. And isa sa mga pwede natin gawin, stay at home, keep safe, and boost your immune system by exercising, doing physical activities. Remember, do not live a sedentary lifestyle. Okay, again, thank you so much. I hope you learn a lot from this recorded narration. And sana mas marami pa kayong matutunan sa susunod natin na mga discussion. Thank you so much and God bless everyone.